Tropical update at 6 a.m. PST, July 28th. Wow, wow, wow. Ion is cycling fast. It has 60 knot winds based on the advisory coming out in a few hours. And I agree. I mean, this thing is going to town. Um, it's going to move westward, south of the Hawaiian Islands. I think it hasn't changed since the 10 p.m. of thinking last night. Going to move westward for the next 2 to 3 days, then west northwestward. Um, Models show intensity models show it becoming a hurricane very very soon, then strengthening to potentially Cat 2. I agree. This thing is probably going to be 85 to 90 knots in the next 36 hours. Then it's going to be in the less favorable conditions, and we can do a tropical storm by 60 to 72 hours. And that's probably what's going to happen. This is also based on the models. Look at the models. I mean, the GEFS, not just the intensity models, which I showed you here, but the GEFS, which also weakens the system once it heads west of 160. So that's what we think on this system. Nothing has really changed. We can show you a satellite image of it. Look, it's trying to form an eye. I mean, wow. Look at that eye trying to form. It's probably, it could actually be a hurricane already. It has just closed off. Hers 91C. Yeah, another system. The Central Pacific Hurricane Center. It says 80% for formation of this system. It's 950 miles southeast of the Hawaiian Islands. And let's be honest, I think it's always a depression or a tropical storm. It has definitely getting its act together fast. Let's take a look at it. Has 3 knot winds. And it's going to move south of the Hawaiian Islands, westward for the next 72 hours, and we can just it's going to hit the same environment. So it's potentially going to become a tropical storm over the next 24 hours, but then we can, but two tropical cyclones back to back, wow. But you know what? I mean, Asia Pacific also has a system has 25 knot winds, 98E. And this one's at 10.2, 131.8 west. Also gonna follow it, for fuck's sake. And you gotta head westward. Because it could become a tropical storm. Whether this becomes a tropical storm in the central or the eastern is the question. But in the NHC says this one has a 60% chance at 1,650 miles east southeast of Hawaiian Islands. It's becoming better organized. Wow. Then lastly, we got our system we've been watching, and that system has 4090. It's gonna form southwest of the Gulf of Pacific, and it's probably also going to become a tropical cyclone. I mean, mouth is wide open. Here's 56 hours, then 96 hours. All systems weaken within that period on the GFS. Let's go look at her is 72 hours for 90. Her is 90. Here's the 72 hours for the Eastern Pacific System on the ECMWF. Here's the GFS at 66, 120. Yeah. And even another system tried to form. Jesus Christ. I mean, the activity. Also on the CMC, shows both systems. Well, even that other system at 20. It seems we have multiple models. Yeah. Now we're going to look at the Atlantic, in which, let's be honest, I mean, isn't nearly active, but we got something north of the Leeward Islands. I mean, that is interesting. Doesn't have a lot of model support, but definitely looks interesting. They wouldn't get 10. Primary conditions probably isn't going to be super favorable, but it is worth watching. It should move westward into the southwestern Atlantic for the next few days. But what we're really watching is this wave coming off Africa. It's going to move westward and northwestward, and that's the wave. The ACMWF we've been talking about actually develops. Let's see. Let's go 72 hours. Really nothing for the system north of the leeward, but look at that. Boom. West of the Cape Verge. Then 120. Yeah. Then 144. Wow. East GFS actually is actually trying to develop it a little bit. Weakens it, but tries to develop it. Let's look at the GFS. Oh yeah, that's definitely still doing something at longer ranges. Yeah, off the southeastern United States. Let's look at CMC. Yeah, what about there at 240, 180? I'm gonna label that system off the Cape Verge as a 30% right now. Models seem to starting to come around to it. So 10% for this system, 30% for this system over the next 10 days. Is what we think. This system is a tropical storm. I think this is already depression. This system potentially could become a depression. The system going to form off Mexico probably had about 80% in my opinion. Wow, that's your tropical update.